Good Monday morning. It's 11 a.m. and that means it's time for another weather update. I'm WFMY News 2 meteorologist Ed Matthews. Thank you for joining me on WFMY Plus. Let's talk about the possibilities of severe storms later today and through the evening. Of course, with the anticipation of possible severe storms, and it is a possibility. All the players are on the field. We just got to see how they interact as we go through mid and late afternoon and into the evening. The time frame that we're looking at with our weather impact alert is 2 p.m. in our foothill locations. But look at this, it goes all the way up until midnight. Now that deserves a little bit of an explanation. There is a possibility that once the initial line of showers and storms moves through, roughly between about 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., as the cold front moves into our area, there could be a second area of thunderstorms to develop. That's not a guarantee, but some of our models are suggesting that. Hence, we're going with the threat up through midnight. Now, if that second line of storms does not develop, I think the severe weather threat is over around 8, 9, 10 o'clock this evening. So we'll be watching for the possibility of that second line developing by late evening. And that would be the second line that would be right along the cold front as it sweeps through our area. On the lookout for strong and severe storms across the area, good dynamics in the upper atmosphere, and temperatures that will heat up into the mid-70s today. So a lot of surface energy heating that could help to fuel those storms. Want you to stay weather alert for any severe weather watches or warnings that may be issued for our area later on today. And one good way to do that is download the WFMY News 2 weather app. It's like having your own weather station in the palm of your hand. Not only can you get live radar updates, you can receive those watches and warnings right in the palm of your hand. It doesn't get any easier than that, and you'll stay in the know. So we've not had any rain this morning. Our foothills have seen a few sprinkles. We have had some measurable rain out over the mountains, as we'll see on radar in just a minute, but we'll see an increasing chance of scattered rain showers and thunderstorms as we go through mid-afternoon and again through the evening. We'll keep the threat going up until midnight, but things may be over before midnight. With any of those strong or severe storms, a possibility of damaging straight line winds, but even the environmental winds away from thunderstorms, we could have wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour. But if a storm is classified as severe, we're talking about the possibility of wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. So gusty winds with any severe storms, the possibility of hail, and there is an isolated tornado risk. And the tornado risk has been very low, but it's even lower in most recent updates that we have seen. But the threat is not zero. So certainly we'll be watching for that possibility later on today. Now, I've been keeping a close eye on radar for you. The northern end of this line of showers and storms and some very heavy rainfall has really weakened as these waves of rain have moved into western North Carolina. We've had several. One never made it to the Triad. A second one has been weakening as it moves to the east of Asheville. Some more heavy downpours with thunder and lightning over eastern Tennessee. We'll see if that holds together as it moves into western North Carolina. But again, the very first one that we were tracking earlier this morning dissipated out over the foothills. The second one that we were talking about in our 10 a.m. update that was right near Asheville, that's about all that's left of it. And then, of course, we're watching this bigger batch of rain. No severe weather in this, but when you see the yellow, orange, and red coloring, that's where we're seeing some very heavy downpours and we're getting some thunder and lightning. I think the trend will be for this to weaken somewhat as it approaches western North Carolina. We may be hard-pressed to get any rain at all before midday here locally in the Triad, and nothing but maybe a few sprinkles or isolated showers over the foothills with a better chance of measurable rain. Good news here will be over the mountains of North Carolina, where we have seen the recent forest fires. So it is definitely good news that they are getting some rain this morning, although not a whole lot so far in the rain gates. Now, even though the rain has not made it in the Triad, the leftover clouds are plentiful across the area. As we take a look at our weather cam network, you can see lots of clouds. Could that help us to curb severe weather threats this afternoon and evening? A possibility. Hopeful. That's what we're being hopeful. That is not a guarantee. This is a strong cold front. We're in the level 3 enhanced risk for severe weather. So even though we see the extra clouds that would limit intense heating as we go through the afternoon, again, we're not out of the woods yet. That's one thing I'm watching, though, is the fact that we're socked in with clouds, and I think that's a good thing. But you can see on our severe weather outlook, that level 3 enhanced risk covers all of central North Carolina. You go west of Winston-Salem, it is a level 2 slight risk, but that level 3 risk goes through South Carolina, Georgia, and into areas of Alabama and northern Florida. In some of these southern areas over the deep south where there's a lot of available moisture, certainly we have seen some strong and severe storms. We've seen some tornado warnings this morning and also severe thunderstorm warnings. Now here locally, we zoom into the Triad. You see the orange is a level 3, the yellow is level 2, west of Winston-Salem and up over southern Virginia. The time frame roughly from 2 p.m. in our western counties to around midnight. But again, I caution, if that second line of storms does not develop along the cold front, the severe weather threat will be done and over with by around 8 or 9 o'clock this evening. We're going to be on the lookout for severe storms that may produce wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher, the possibility of some hail, and again, a low chance of a spin-up tornado. Low chance, but that chance is not zero. So as we look on our storm threats, the highest threat, and that's in the moderate category, are the gusty winds. Not only within severe storms, but in the environment as the cold front approaches and moves through the area later on tonight. A low risk of hail and tornadoes, and the flood risk is very low as well. All of this is being produced by a strong cold front that is still out to our west. The cold front is not going to move through the area until maybe around 10 or 11 o'clock this evening. But once it moves east of the Triad, the severe weather threat is over with. High pressure will be building in. I think after midnight, the sky will become partly cloudy. We'll drop into the upper 40s after being into the mid 70s today. That high pressure will keep things quiet really for much of the rest of the week. It'll eventually move offshore. High pressure will build not only offshore, but in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That means we're going to crank up the heat by Thursday and Friday. We could heat up into the mid 80s, some of the warmest weather that we have seen so far this spring season. But the good news, the humidity values are going to stay low. So stay weather aware. Stay with us right here at WFMY News 2. We'll get you through it as we head through the afternoon and evening. It would be nice if we don't have any severe weather at all, but it is still a distinct possibility. Scattered showers and then scattered storms as we head through mid-afternoon and into the evening hours. We're looking at highs today generally into the mid-70s, around 76. A few evening storms, and then everything is out of here probably before midnight, really. And then partly cloudy later tonight as lows dip into the upper 40s. Triad 7-day forecast. Once the front moves east of our area and off the Carolina coast as we go into late tonight and Tuesday. Quiet weather on Tuesday, partly sunny 68. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds at near 70 coming up on Wednesday. Here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, cranking up the heat a little bit for Wednesday and Thursday into those mid 80s with lows at night into the mid 60s by Friday morning. Small shower, maybe an isolated storm chance in the afternoon on Saturday and Sunday, but still question marks about any rain coming up for the upcoming weekend. Coming up in 1 hour, we'll have WFMY News 2 at noon. I'll have the very latest forecast and information there, and then I'll have another cut in right here on WFMY Plus at 1 o'clock, and Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley will be in at 2 p.m. So you're completely covered for the rest of the day. Thanks for watching and stay safe.